So for these problems, I always learned it one way and I always felt like it helped. So if you always go, and this is the way I learned it, towards less moles when you increase pressure. And again, then I write down the opposite for the V, decrease volume. And so then the reverse would be true, and I don't have to remember that one because I just know that it is the reverse. But this is the one that I learned, but you can learn whichever one works for you. But I kind of recommend just learning one and know the opposite happens when all the conditions are reversed. So this one says a reaction vessel is compressed so that it's smaller. And so if the whole thing is compressed, what we're doing is we're decreasing the volume, which means it's going to go towards less moles. So on this one, I have 2 moles, and over here I have a total of 3, 2 plus 1. So it'll go in the direction of less moles, which is it'll go towards the reactant side. Now this next one, equal amount of products and reactants are removed, reducing the pressure in the container. So that's this scenario, less pressure. So that's going to be shifting in the direction of more moles. So that's going to be shifting towards the products. And it's important that we're saying that they are both removed, because if one was removed, then we'd be talking about concentration plus pressure, and that gets confusing. So we're just having them removed equally. And when you remove some moles, like if you imagine a container with little spheres all around in them, if you remove some of them, then they've all got more space to bump around in because they're not bumping into each other as much. And then now we have a different reaction. This is 2 to 2. Well, this reaction vessel is compressed so that it's smaller, but I don't have a preference for one or the other. So you would say that there's no change, generally speaking. Then over here, equal amounts of product react remove, reducing the pressure in the container. Again, it would be no change. So it's really important to actually see that there is a difference in the moles before you try to do any predictions with it, because if you're trying to shift around pressure and volume, but it's the same number of moles on both sides, nothing's going to happen.